Hey guys, this is Eliza with RMK Reactions. Today you are going to be accompanying me on a very important mission. I am trying to become a true, well-versed Rage Against the Machine fan, so then I can wear their shirts and stuff and not feel like a poser. So, in order for that to happen, I need to hear apparently their biggest hit, Killing in the Name. I'm really excited. I've really liked everything I've heard so far that's Rage Against the Machine. I like what they've got to say. I do try my best to actually pay attention to what they're saying, unlike some folks. And that's no small feat for me, because I really am not great at discerning lyrics sometimes. Sometimes I'll listen to a song that I've listened to for years and be like, oh, I don't like what this is saying. Or oh, this is a really neat message going on here. So I'm going to try to absorb everything that my ADHD brain can take in. And if this is their biggest hit, well, sometimes the masses are correct.
That work forces are the same that burn crosses.
I definitely heard that line.
Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work for.
Okay, I think I maybe said this in my last video that was Rage Against the Machine, but there were people who were like, we're boycotting Rage Against the Machine. We used to be fans, but now they've gone woke. Gone? Again, I think I've been pretty clear about the fact that I'm a little bit slow on the uptake when it comes to, lyrics. I have pretty high, ability to absorb written words in front of me. But when I'm listening to a song, for some reason when it's in song context, it has a harder time percolating, permeating my brain tissue. You can't hear this and not have it be really, 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 really obvious. Am I crazy? What? Yeah, I mean, yes, absolutely. But I don't know. That time period, that whole controversy, if you can call it that, really blows my mind, because I think that they've been pretty much as clear as you possibly can. It's not put in, it's not couched in pretty metaphors. You don't have to dig through. It's just yep, sometimes KKK members are
killing in the name of. Killing in the name of. Now you do what they told you. 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 And now you do what they told you. And now you do what they told you. And now you do what they told you. Now you do what they told ya. 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 Those who died are justified for wearing the badge and your chosen white. You're justified. Those that died for wearing the badge and your chosen white. Those who died are justified for wearing the badge and your chosen white. You're justified. Those of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces.
Just whatever like level of effects is put on the guitar right now is perfection. That just like small amount of feedback that gives it like a little bit of buzz in your ear. It's like just the right amount. It's like ASMR for me. Wow.
Are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Killing in the name of. Killing in the name of. Now you do what they told you. And now you do what they told you. And now you do what they told you.
I wonder
now you do what
how
they told
controversial
you.
this song was.
Now you do what they told you. You're under control. And now you do what they told you. You're under control. And now you do what they told you. You're under control. And now you do what they told you. Now you're under control. And now you do what they told you. You're under control. And now you do what they told you. You're under control. And now you do what they told you. You're under control. And now you do what they told you. Those who died are justified. But wearing the badge, they get chosen white. You're justified. Those that died for wearing the badge, they get chosen white. Those who died are justified.
Okay. Sorry to pause it. I just wanted to not forget this thought. I think that what's really striking about Rage Against the Machine is it feels like this like tight controlled rage. It's like laser focused. Like you have a lot of like songs that carry a lot of anger with them, like a lot of metal, like death metal, where it just is like this like kind of blind rage, like this like catharsis. But everything that I've noticed about like the Rage Against the Machine songs that I've heard is it's just like this absolute like knife like precision in every way. Like the lyrics are like they can be blunt, but they're I was gonna say they're blunt but precise at the same time. But like I think they are. Like they're very clear about what they're saying, but they're also like phrased very specifically. It's like they are wordy, but there is an economy of word to it. Like they're very straight and to the point with the thesis statement, and you hear that in the instruments as well. Like you have this like very tightly controlled groove, and like there'll be like playing around with like the tempo, playing around with building tension, but it's not just like this like wall of like noise. It's like this very methodical feeling to it. Yeah, like there's like a very I don't know, like it's very good is what I'm saying.
Wearing the badge, they get chosen white. You're justified. Those that died for wearing the badge, they get chosen white. Come on.
Yeah, so that was a masterpiece, I think. Wow, like I feel like I'm like tearing up a little bit. Like I don't know, just sometimes when something is like just executed to like the most masterful level, I just kind of feel that way. I think it's like very simple, you know, like the lyrics and the message are very simple, but just the way that he delivers it, again, it's just like such a precise and specific message in the way that he says it. Even though he like repeats the same lines over and over, every time you know that he means it. He never sounds like he's just like repeating words to the point where they become sounds. He's like, he's telling you like what he's singing like every time. Like the emotion is always there. I think that it's also really interesting like hearing this in 2026 because it feels like that kind of like rage, that like very passionate, like hot-blooded sort of rage is like gone. I just kept having this like recurring thought that I think is true, that like I don't think this song could be made now, which I think is especially evident with like, you know, people finally on the internet realizing after like 40 years, oh my gosh, this is what Rage Against the Machine songs were about. Canceled, we're boycotting them now. Like I think that if in 2026 an artist were to try to release this exact same song, they would be like banned from like everywhere. Like, you know, Fox News didn't exist yet. Facebook as it is didn't exist yet. Like I could just imagine like this song being released and then like Fox News putting out some sort of like headline that's like, you know, the woke mob like song promotes violence, and then just like, you know, some sort of like hate campaign being put on them. They would just be absolutely buried. And I don't know, like I haven't been alive long enough to quite know where exactly that transition point happened to where it wouldn't have been acceptable to make anymore. Sorry, I'm like thinking out loud a little bit. I'm trying not to like speak too slowly or use too many filler words, but bear with me. Like I know that like post 9/11 was a big deal for music. Like there's the whole Dixie Chicks story. So like I wonder if that could have been a turning point, but I also wonder if like the 2016 election or 2020, like any of those could have been a specific turning point where suddenly having songs that were too anti-establishment or too vocally anti-establishment became just like a no-go. Like I really can't think of, like I have friends who make music with very similar messages, but they are very low-key. Like they stay like very underground. They can't release a lot of them. Like they can't safely release a lot of those songs. So I don't know, like it's very like kind of like striking to hear, and it makes me realize too, like I think, you know, this song was a huge hit. It resonated with a lot of people. A lot of people felt that same kind of like rage and frustration with authoritarianism. I don't think that that's felt anymore due to the constant like inundation of social media and how people have been kind of given like alarm fatigue in a way, to a point where we all feel like a little bit numb, like a little bit, I don't even know if apathetic's the word, but just like a sort of cultivated apathy out of feeling, you know, ineffective, which I think was like honestly very, very intentional. But yeah, like I think that this song also just like made me remember that I used to have that feeling more in myself as well. And that's what's dangerous about art, right? Wow. Okay, so I don't know, guys. Do I get to call myself a Rage Against the Machine fan now? Do I get to wear a shirt without getting called a poser? Let me know. Yeah, wow. I am definitely going to try to listen to more of her songs. I think there's like a lot to be said. I like also just how, like, I think they're from LA and it's very like specific. And I think that a lot of the time, like, just specificity makes music better. All right, well, I'll see you guys next time.